Hi friends, I'm Phoebe. I'm on a music discovery journey and I would like to invite you along for the ride. I've been catching up on artists that I've missed out on over the years, I've slept on, I've heard of but haven't gotten around to listening to, and I wanted to share them all with you, my good finds. And maybe you could share some of your good finds with me at some point. Now, today we are checking out Castle Rat, as suggested by Runaway Scott, who is a member of the community and has been for quite some time. So thank you for this suggestion, Scott. This is a band that I hadn't heard of before, but they are at Damnation Festival this weekend, and I want to see them if they're any good. So we will assess today whether I will see them or not. It says here, Castle Rat is a Brooklyn-based medieval fantasy doom metal band. Hell yeah. Known for elaborate costumes, fantasy themes, and immersive live shows. I think I've been sold. Led by Riley Pinkerton as the Rat Queen, the band features other members adopting fantasy personas, such as the Count, lead guitar, the Plague Doctor, bass, and the Druid, drums. The music blends heavy metal doom and stoner rock with a theatrical, often light-hearted narrative about defending the realm from their arch nemesis, the Rat Reaperess, the Rat Killer. Interesting. Wow, this sounds like a really intriguing one. Immersive live performances, fantasy. I'm gonna have to see them. Okay, what else have I got here? I've got lyrics. We are going to listen to Wolf 1 or Wolf I think it's Wolf 1. I have seen on so their first album, Castle Rat, was self-titled, but they've just had a second album out in September 2022 called The Bestiary. Now, The Bestiary has like my notes on this was that they have a lot of tracks named after mythical creatures or animals. On this album, there's Phoenix. Yeah, it looks like 1. Phoenix 1, Wolf 1, Wizard, Siren, Unicorn, Path of Moss, Crystal Cave, Serpent, Wolf 2, Dragon, Summoning Spell, Sunsong, and Phoenix 2. Okay, so Wolf 1 then. Let's have a look and see what it's all about. I'm quite excited for this.
Upon a trail forgotten,
It's trippy.
a beast before me passing.
Xena.
I glimpsed you in a life before, just as silver, quick and flashing. Let the ravens cackle as they beckon or a warning.
Oh,
I am vulnerable enough to find your heart before the morning.
okay. Love the drum.
In the forest I stand open, with all my senses
they're moving together. What was that about with the wolf? Like, she was chasing it, but then it disappeared? Did it become one with that guy? Who's the guy? That's not the Rat Reaperess, I wouldn't imagine. It feels quite fierce. In the chorus, hackles raised to the heavens. That makes me think of cats when they're fighting, when they arch their back and their hairs are standing on edge, like hackles. That's what that is. I only learned that recently, actually. That's funny that when you learn something like that and you suddenly see it everywhere. I don't think I've ever seen that in a song, in a song lyric, personally. So that's quite cool. I can put my knowledge to use. But like a fight, a hostile environment. Let's watch it again and break a bit down, or just talk about the lyrics. But first, I love that like 80s feel. I love the hair. I love the makeup. Xena Warrior Princess, was that you? The sound, those guitar riffs, they were really meaty. The drums, there was a lot of like atmosphere setting with the pace of the drums. It almost felt a bit tribal, animalistic, I guess, with wolf being a theme. Very, very cool. Not if I saw the band name Castle Rat, I don't know what I would think, but this is like more than I could have expected. So I'm quite excited. Yes, I will be seeing them at Damnation, I have decided. They seem fantastic. I can't wait to see them live and what that's going to be like. All right, let's go again. So the intro guitar bit reminded me of the start of an Alexis on Fire song. I feel that this could be the end. Crisis. The beginning of Alexis on Fire, Crisis, reminds me. It's not the same. It's not exactly the same, but it's very similar. When I first heard it, I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." I like the coloring of the movie. It's old looking, purposefully done. But yeah, the notes, the guitar, it just reminds me of Alexis on Fire, Crisis.
Upon a trail forgotten, a beast before me passing. I glimpsed you in a life before, just as silver, quick and flashing.
So it's kind of setting the scene. There's a forgotten trail. There's a beast before me passing. I glimpsed you in a life before, just as silver, quick and flashing. So it's very fleeting, but a familiar being. I glimpsed you in a life before. But very quickly. Setting the scene, seeing the characters. This one seems to be more aligned with the wolf, and it seems like the woman that we saw that looks like Xena warrior princess but not quite, is on the hunt, is hostile with them.
Flashing.
Sorry.
Ravens cackle as they beckon or a warning. I am vulnerable enough to find your heart before the morning.
And we're going to stop there. I love how the drum is kind of like it. I thought it was going to come in every 4 count or whatever that was, but it skipped one and then did one. I thought that was quite cool because it was less predictable. It's quite a basic thing, but for me, like on the first listen, I was like thinking it was going to come in again, and it didn't, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So little details like that I can appreciate. The lyrics, let the ravens cackle as a beckon or a warning. So a little bit sinister. This kind of indicates that something, it's like a hostile thing, isn't it? Again, or maybe they lure you in or shun you away, because a beckon to call in or a warning, this is dangerous. This, I'm going to tell you now, this is dangerous territory, and if you come into my territory, my hackles are raised and I'm going to fight. Something like that. I am animal enough to find your heart before the morning. Yeah, you're my prey and I'm going to get you because I'm animal enough. Yeah. Kind of obvious, right? But yeah, basically. It's likening them to a hunter, a hunting type of animal. But I feel like the wolf is their enemy. I apologise that my mum is singing. I did say literally just before that I was going to start filming for today, and it seems we've been for quite all day in a short scene, but let her do what she wants, you know. I love how it goes back to the same line or the same riffs as the start, but it's slightly different. It's got more drums. Hackles raised to the heavens. My hairs are standing on end. I'm that cat, arched back, tail shot straight up, and all my hairs are making me look kind of scary. In the still of the dawn, that kind of reminds me of... I'm a big fan of Hamilton the musical, and they talk about dueling at dawn. They talk about duels at dawn back in the old days. It just reminds me of that. But yeah, in the still of the dawn, so we are going to fight at dawn. It's more intense, and there's a reason behind that, but I can't remember what it is. It escapes me right now. Tooth and blade in protection. Is that protecting oneself, but also ready with my dagger or my whatever my weapon of choice is. Of blood yet to be drawn. So yeah, there's gonna be blood spilled. This is a fight, after all. Love the drums and the guitar.
In the forest, I stand open with all my senses heightened. Softly, I step forth upon the earth. When for you the path has widened. Pursuit gives way to voyage as the ice begins to thaw. While blue eyes stare elusive, keep the pace from shore to
It's really cool, that bit. I feel like there's not like a massive climax for the chorus. Obviously, I feel it's purposely done that way, but it's not like it's not like this completely different sound. Does that make sense? Like this kind of crescendo and or a big fancy thing. It kind of just, it's still in line with the preying, hunting feeling. I don't know what's going on with the wolf. I feel like it's invisible at times. She's looking out for it, but it's almost like right in front of her, dancing in front of her, but not quite there. I really like the makeup as well. It feels very animal type, fitting with the theme. Verse 2 then. In the forest, vast and open, it's a wide area. There's a lot of trees, but it's open space. Lots of space between the trees. Not sure, but it's vast though. But it suggests a large area of forest. God, I sound so basic today. With all my senses heightened. So she's on the hunt. She's looking for the enemy, or she's keeping safe from the enemy, protecting herself from the enemy, on alert, on high alert, because it's a hostile environment and we know that they're out there somewhere nearby, not just out there somewhere. Softly I step forth upon the earth, kind of treading lightly, making sure we don't alert others to where we are, our position. Where for you the path has widened. What does that mean? Is it that they're following their trail and it's kind of split off? I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. Pursuit gives way to voyage. We're on the journey. We're on we're on the hunt. It's an adventure, and there is a route we have to take for that. As ice begins to thaw. Okay, so the ice is thawing. Does it suggest a period of time passing? Or is it because they were talking about it being at dawn? Is it getting later in the day? Again, it's still time passing, just like less seasons change, more the time of day, perhaps. While blue eyes still elusive. Blue eyes, is that hers? Is it the wolf's eyes? Must be. Keep the pace from toe to paw. It's the makeup of the animal, and that's how they would be running, I guess, or moving fast. What do you call it when a wolf is running? Because I know with a horse it's like galloping. Does a wolf? It doesn't feel right to say running, but why can't I think of the word? I'm having a brain melty day. I think I'm having a bit of a brain foggy day. I don't know if that's part down to my neurodivergent things and stuff, or who knows. But it's not very much. It's not helping me very much with this reaction. I'm really enjoying Castle Rat though, so I mean it's great for me. And then we go back to the chorus, and that's it essentially. So, but before we finish, they have a fantastic guitar solo. So whilst I say there wasn't like a huge thing for the chorus, it wasn't too fancy, which again I don't think is a bad thing. I like that they have this cool suspense part where the guitar solo is, and there's a lot more drums. There's a bit fast paced, almost like chase feeling, tense. I really like that, and perhaps that's why they did the rest of it on purpose, so that we would have this build up here. Are they literally there standing? Because you can't really tell, because it's not showing both of them at once, right? But are they currently having this standoff like cats with the hackles raised? I like where it says raised to the heavens, because it does suggest they're like super high as they can go. But are they having like a standoff, a stare off? Are they just watching each other, or I don't know. This bit. I don't know, man. It definitely felt like the wolf was dancing with the other guy, and they were one. That felt like that, but I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what that meant at the end. Do you know? Do you have a feeling you know? Let me know in the comments. And do we have any Castle Rat fans here? Do you have a name for yourselves? Because I've learned a few things about different fandoms have their different fan names, and not that they need it or whatever, but I find it quite cool learning about these, especially with Castle Rat. I feel like that because there's a whole lore around this. I feel like there is. I don't think I read it out earlier. No, I don't think I did. But there must be, because we've got the Rat Queen, and we've got the Count, and we've got the Plague Doctor and the Druid. So, and the Rat Reaperess. I don't think that was the Rat Reaperess in the video, but I'm not sure. Yeah, just that was cool. I cannot wait to see them live this weekend, and I cannot wait to see them play that. But I also cannot wait to see them. Well, if they do, actually, I should check out their set list. I can't wait to see what they do when they're live, because if they put on a show, I'm not sure what the case will be for a festival, but I'm sure they'll do something, right? So very intrigued to see that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Scott, for the suggestion, and I will see you all on the next one. Take care. See you soon. Bye bye.